I need resources. I need these things. Somebody help me. I need a studio. I need a big bad camera. I need all the lights. Like, no, you don't, bro. Stop it. Stop it. Let me tell you what you need. So when I think about creativity, when I think about me within creativity and me being in my peak aura, for lack of better words, of my creativeness, it's typically when I'm maximizing all of my resources and using everything that I have to make something different, to make something unique, to make something that's from my perspective. I think sometimes the internet can be a dangerous place for creatives. It's so many different worlds, so many different perspectives. It's so many highlights. You can get wrapped up into thinking that you need certain things for your art to feel recognized, for it to pop. Even for you to just feel like you belong in your community. If you're not comfortable, I feel like if you're not fulfilled already in your art, whatever form that is, the internet could be a place where it stagnates you. It can be a place to where you feel like you don't have enough resources to go ahead and move and to go ahead and create that thing you've been thinking about so much. Anyways, this video is a lot less about the internet. It's more so about getting up right now, using all your resources from people, things, places, everything you have right now to make something creative and to make something that fulfills you. So I'm gonna share something that I practice literally every single day. I preach this to my friends, my family, my loved ones. Like, I preach this every single day and to myself. And I try to make myself an example of it. And it's making something amazing with what I have right now. It's not about waiting for next week. It's not about waiting for somebody to come over here and help me out with it. You know, help is great, but if you don't have it, you can do something right now and create something amazing. You know, when I first started filmmaking, I had no resources, man. Everything that you see that I have right now, from the know-how, from equipment, from resources, from friends, everything that you see I have right now is from me going out, trying hard, making an example out of myself that, like, you don't need a whole bunch of money to make something fire, man. Like, you don't need a big studio. You don't need a big ass crew. I remember how I used to stagnate. But I remember during that time, how stagnant I was. I wouldn't move because one of my biggest pieces of advice, man, is like, get outside. Get outside, okay? One of the biggest mistakes I made when starting this whole thing is just wanting it so bad, waiting so long for things to happen. I'm missing the natural experiences that life just gives you for free for just being outside, being available, and just being seen. To make something fire, all you need is what you have already. Instead of waiting and waiting and waiting until you get all of these things to finally put your project out or to finally show your work, go outside. Use what you have already for free. There's so many things in this world, so many things in each and every city that you can use to make something fire. I went through this period of time back in like 2013 and all the years between then and now, to where I wanted it like so bad. I wanted to get better so bad. I wanted the resources like so bad. Wanting gear, wanting to be able to afford the biggest and the baddest camera and get lights and gimbals and all sorts of things. I wanted this stuff so bad that all I would do is go to work, come home, and just study. Study filmmaking, watch hella YouTube videos, and just try to get better. What I've learned is, you know, stop waiting on all these things to happen at one time. Stop waiting to obtain these things. Get up and get your camera and just go outside and film something. No matter where you live at, there's so much resources outside. There's so much beautiful things to film. There's so many different people to meet. I was the kind of dude to where it was like, man, I want my work to look like that. I want it to be smooth. I need this gimbal. I don't want to shoot without this gimbal. I don't want to have rocky footage. I don't want to be perceived as that kind of filmmaker. But in reality, me being stagnant blocked me from so much stuff. And it's so funny, man, because just like now, back then, I knew I had the talent. I had the know-how. I've put in all the time. Even back then, I was putting in the time to learn more and more and more. But I would learn so much from all these big creators who's clocked in years and years and years and years I'm looking at these people like, man, they got this, and this. Like, I need to wait till I get this, and this before I move. And that's just not the way to think. Right now, so many people could probably relate to that because now it's all in your face. All the big creators, all their big projects, all their big success is all in your face. And you're sitting here and you're looking at it and you're being stagnant. Fast forward to 2024. I've learned so much, man. I've learned so much. One of the main things that I've learned and that I love about myself is that I feel like I can make something out of nothing. I've had the years already back in 2013 till now to where I was working with damn near nothing. I was working with one camera, no lights. I was working with myself. I was working with friends who just was interested to be on camera and interested to be on YouTube. I've done all of that. So from 2013 till now, I was in the process of learning how to work with nothing, man. For example, I actually have a moment where this happened, like recently this year, a few months back. Me and my guys, shout out Shani and Fineo, we actually arrived to this music video set. And the photos, it was like, it looked immersive. It looked like you'll be inside the set. We get to the set and it's like a little photo booth. It's like a little, it's like, it looked like it was made for photos and not like video. It was like a little itsy-wincy set. And initially my thoughts, I'm just like, man, I don't even have enough depth to shoot in this thing. But instead of like harping on it, what we did was, man, we went back to 2013, 2012, and we made some fire out of what we had. Because back then, we had no sets, man. We were shooting outside. We were shooting in places we weren't supposed to be shooting in, you know what I mean? And I'm like, man, let me just use this as a challenge. Just use this as a challenge to create with what I have. Let's make the best video ever been shot in this crappy place. The point is, if you start when you have nothing, continue to create amazing pieces out of less than another person might have. You will be recognized for your work. And throughout the years, going back to myself, I started picking up different pieces of things that I can use to make things better. I started picking up a better camera. I started picking up lights. I started understanding cinematography way more. So to tie it in, you never start with everything. Your plan does not need to be written out completely to get going now. If you get going now, you'll learn so much more that you never even knew you needed to know in your plan. Don't let the lack of resources that you have right now stop you from fulfilling that creative bone in your body, man. Like, it's so much beautiful things outside. It's so much resources outside that you have for free to your disposal that you can use to continue to sharpen the knife, man. So if you felt even just an ounce of inspiration, or even if this video just helped pick you up a little bit, make sure you leave a like, make sure you subscribe. We got a lot more coming just like this video. I think I just want to enjoy the rest of this time before the sun sets with my dog and the rest of the dogs out here. So